What's up, guys? Romy here. I just want to show you guys real quick my new Arms KP15 carbine here. First thing we're gonna do is make sure that's all unloaded and it's all safe. Pulling back on the charging handle, bolts back. Nothing in the chamber. No magazine in the weapon, and safety is on. Okay. Before I get started, just want to let you guys know, I love making these videos because it's a way for me to kind of build upon my journey through collecting, owning, and shooting, just guns in general. And I love making these videos because I try to think back when I was younger, getting into the firearms world, navigating the waters, figuring out what's good value, what's not, what are some of the easy ways to waste money. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. I want you guys to get the most value you can for your hard-earned bucks. And so that's why I do these videos, and they're fun. So okay, so here's one of the really cool projects. So long story short, back in 2017, there's a YouTube channel called In Range, right? And these two guys, they had a really cool idea for these videos. It's called "What Would Stoner Do?" And basically the idea was, if Eugene Stoner, who's one of the OG guys who helped design the original M16 AR-15, if he was still alive today, how would he change or redesign the AR-15 to make it even better, right? Make it a little bit more reliable, more shootable, things like that. Main thing is just kind of improve on the rifle. So that's kind of how the project came about. Ian and Carl from In Range, they decided to kind of piece together different materials and parts to make how they perceived how Eugene Stoner would have wanted the AR-15 to come about. So what you got right here is the Arms KP15. Most of these are sourced from Arms, and it's been a while to kind of get the parts all together, but I finally got it set up. I'll put the link in the description as well. The point of this video right here is just kind of show you what are the parts on the final build that they kind of agreed on. This is almost like 99% identical to the final product that they're releasing through Brownells and through their website. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over real quick just all the parts into this rifle, kind of talk about the goals of the project, the goals for me making these videos, because it's gonna be a long-term thing. I love shooting these rifles. I want to kind of see how they evolve over the next couple years as I keep filming, keep shooting. Okay, so I'm gonna try and use really basic terms so that if you're new to AR-15s and you're watching this, you can definitely follow along. I think that this style of rifle has a lot of use for just regular guys like us, like average Joes. I'm not a high-speed operator. I'm not a competition shooter. I don't do PRS shooting. I'm just a regular guy, and I think this style of AR-15 has a lot of really good benefits that we can utilize. Okay, so we're just gonna start from the front to the back, yeah, here we go. Okay, so first off, we're gonna start with the muzzle device here, and it's just a regular A2 flash hider. Very reliable, very simple. It does a good job of keeping flash down, which is important. It's not like a muzzle brake, so you're not gonna get a lot of concussion or anything. And it's like snag free. It's not like a 3-prong or 4-prong flash hider where you can theoretically get stuck in brush or something. So very reliable. Now, the flash hider is affixed to a 16-inch barrel mid-length gas system by Ballistic Advantage, and this is really nice. When you watch the In Range videos by Ian and Carl, originally they were using a pencil profile Faxon barrel, but I guess through following the project on Reddit and people buying or building the rifles with the Faxon barrels, they were a little bit overgassed. And so talking to Russell Fagan from KE Arms, he said that the complete KP15 uppers, they're going to be using a pencil profile Ballistic Advantage barrel, which is awesome because Ballistic Advantage works with Aero Precision, and Aero Precision makes a lot of good stuff, and they're local to me in the Pacific Northwest, so that's awesome. So what we got is a pencil profile barrel, 16-inch with a pinned gas block, so no adjustability here. And I didn't want that. I want just straight up reliability. That gas block ain't going nowhere, ain't gonna be shifting or moving. This pin, it's stuck on there, so it's very reliable. So pencil profile, very thin, very lightweight, and very shootable. Not as lightweight as the Faxon one, but still very light. Difference of I think maybe 3 ounces or something like that. Okay, and now this rail right here, it's really cool. This is a carbon fiber rail built in-house by KE Arms. It looks interesting, to be honest. Like octagon shape, so you have like M block slots, all the sections here. No QD or anything like that built in. So you want to do like a QD, you might have to put the adapter piece on here, but you know, really nice material. It's carbon fiber is cool, guys. It's like it's strong. It feels really durable, but it's very lightweight. Very lightweight. These hand guards, they're kind of they're a little bit chunkier compared to all the slim aluminum hand guards that people are used to, like, you know, those BCM ones. So this is a little bit chunkier, but still feels good in the hand. All right. So next up is the upper receiver here. So this upper receiver, you know, built by KE Arms as well. Very good upper receiver. Everything looks good. And what they did was this area here, they put the what was Sonardu 2020 logo on here, and they removed the forward assist, right? Usually on a regular AR-15, this is where you would have the forward assist, which is the little button you use. Here, let me grab right here, right? So the same spot. Oh, sorry guys. This is an iPhone on a tripod, man. I'm winging it. So this is where the forward assist would be to kind of push that bolt into battery. So what they did was they removed it, and it's a controversial thing. Honestly, I don't really care. I kind of agree with their assessment of removing it. You know, it can definitely, like, if there is a problem, you're just making it worse by cramming it. I see where they're coming from on that. So they removed it, and everything's machined very good. Just very good upper receiver. The bolt carrier group on here is really neat. I'm trying to zoom in, make it a little bit easier. Okay. So this bolt carrier group is a chrome. All right, it's made by Young Manufacturing, the YM there, and it's all chrome. And the idea was that through their research, they decided, okay, we go chrome with modern manufacturing. It's a very good material for bolt carrier group. Very strong, easy to lubricate, very good features. Another cool element that they incorporated into the project is the use of a special bolt designed by, I think it was HM Industries Manufacturing. It's like a special bolt. They did a modification where it's still like mil spec, you know, everything's mil spec direct impingement, but it reduces the chances of like a catastrophic failure by having like the lugs shearing off or something like that in a bad situation. So it was a pretty cool thing that they did. They went with that. The charging handle here, that comes standard with the complete upper, is the it's like Break Arms Warhammer. So this is an ambi charging handle, so you can pull it from the left side or right side. Honestly, I don't really like this charging handle. I mean, it works fine, but the problem is, oh, sorry guys, the problem is that the ears, the width is like, it's very thin. I don't know, latch, I guess is what it's called. So like, it protrudes out. So this is fine. Right? You can pull it back very easily, but I just wish that they beefed it up a little bit more. I might switch it out, but when you guys feel it's very thin, and I don't know. You can still get a good purchase, but I might just swap it out. It's not a big deal. Okay. Now down to the lower receiver. This is probably the most distinctive aspect of the complete rifle, which is this totally complete polymer lower receiver, all one piece. Very lightweight, but very strong polymer. And I'm gonna tell you guys this, like, I wish you guys can feel this, but it is not cheap. Like this is not like cheapo, like Chinesium or anything. It's a good reinforced polymer material. I really like it. I happen to get mine in OD green. Right now they have black and they have FDE and OD green. These lowers are built good. They have a flared mag well, so easy to insert mags. The trigger guard here is all built in, so you don't have to, like, you know, get the pin in there to hold the trigger guard in place. Another weak point for things to break. Right here is, to me, is the most important part, that they incorporated the buffer extension, the buffer tube, which would be here. They actually built it into the lower. So unlike a regular AR-15, probably, honestly, if anything were to like break, if you really like put a lot of pressure, this is just like thin aluminum technically, right? So if you like really like smash it down or something, like, yeah, this could probably snap. Is the idea. I mean, I've never seen it, but it's just one of those things. So by kind of molding it into here, you actually have a lot more material in this section. So Really, really cool design. Low receivers, you can buy them stripped with no internal parts, but I just bought mine complete because I wanted to try it out. So it's got really nice stuff. You know, regular magazine release here, ambidextrous safety. You have a opening on both ends for a QD sockets. You have to buy that little cup thingy, but they're not expensive. And then you could run the sling through here on the butt pad right here. This is just I think it's like metal. No, it's polymer, but it's very, very strong material. It's got grip here, and you can buy the trap door upgrade, so you can fit stuff in there like a regular M16 A1 A2 stock. Here it is on this side. This one happened to come with the ambidextrous magazine release, but I don't really use it ever. And you can put whatever trigger you want in there. They have like a list of all the compatible triggers. I chose to go with the KE Arms SLT2 trigger, so it's like a cassette trigger. So you just drop it in, plug and play, and it's a really nice single stage trigger. That's very, very short. Good stuff. So that kind of covers the total parts list of the KE Arms KP15. Oh yeah, also in here I have the JP silent capture spring, and you know, all these like little parts. I'll have a dedicated video in the future where I kind of talk about like what the reasoning was for those parts, like what sets it aside from what is already being used in like a regular you know, AR-15 M4 carbine. So I'll kind of compare and contrast them, and one that's really interesting is just sort of long-term determining whether or not these features or these like components really make a significant difference for the project, or if they meet kind of the goal of the project, which is, you know, to increase reliability, shootability, that kind of stuff. It was a really neat conversation to have. Let me go get my scale. Okay, got my scale going here. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm at make sure the whole rifle's on. Okay, I'm at 5 pounds 4.1 ounces. Yeah, about that. Okay. For regular mil spec, you know, M4 AR-15 carbine, regular furniture, and I mean, yes, there's a aluminum carry handle sight on here. Add a little bit of weight, but we'll shave off some ounces. So we're looking at 6 pounds, 13 ounces, almost 7 pounds, with just a regular 16-inch barrel, flash hider, A2 front sight post. So you can see, you know, you're saving a lot of weight with the other rifle, and you know, the weight can really mean a difference, right? If you're going to be using this, you know, hiking around, actually moving, using it as like a fighting carbine. For the next video, I'll be doing some accuracy testing just to show you what the pencil profile 16-inch ballistic advantage barrel with the 1-7 twist, what it's capable of, and you know, I'll be using one of these. My kind of go to zeroing and shooting for group scope, just a SWFA fixed 12 power on the ADM Recon. So just gonna stick that right like that. Shooting just regular ammo right here. What do I got? I'm gonna be shooting some Norma tactical 55 grain stuff. The go-to for a lot of people, Wolf Gold brass case. I love this stuff. Been shooting it since like 2013. Got some PPU as well, M193 brass, and like the steel case stuff. I was able to find some in my old stash. 55 grain 223 steel case. I think it's Vimple, Russian stuff. But the reason why I'm using these regular ammos is because, you know, for me this is like a fighting carbine, right? I'm not gonna be like, there's no point in me shooting 77 grain, 75 grain, like open tip match, like all the Gucci stuff, federal gold medal match. Those ammos, like, they're nice and they're probably gonna give you like really small groups, but that doesn't mean anything to me, because in the context of this carbine, right, I'm gonna be running and gunning, right, shooting against bad people, bad guys, using this offensive and defensively, like just trying to be real, right? So I'm not shooting small, you know, groups on paper. I'm not hunting. I'm not using this for precision shooting. This is a fighting carbine, right? I've actually already shot all these ammos at the time of filming this, and the AR-15 shoots really well. It shoots between, it's like right at 2 MOA with like a regular 55 grain and 193, and that's what I expect out of these rifles. The ones that I use, 2 MOA, the solid. I had some groups that are like 3, some groups that are like under 2, like 1.5. That's good enough for me, for my standards. But yeah, next video just gonna be shooting for groups, kind of showing you guys what the accuracy is like, and then after that, the durability of the rifle is kind of a long-term thing that will follow. But what's more important is just the reliability and the shootability, like having all this lightweight features, right? The goal of the project is not to make the most lightweight gun. I think some people kind of confuse the project initially. We're not trying to make a super lightweight gun. We were trying to make a more reliable AR from the regular carbine that everybody is kind of used to. Yeah. This is also my Aero Precision AC 15M, something like that. But if you have like a M&P Sport 2, if you have a Ruger AR 556, you have a Springfield Saint, they're all really similar. You got a A2 front sight post, mid-length gas system, regular buffer, regular trigger, aluminum lower, upper. They're all the same, right? So this is kind of like the go-to rifle that a lot of people have in the US. A lot of you guys who just got into the AR game during the pandemic, you guys probably picked something up like this, and you can't go wrong. If you got one, stick with it, shoot it a lot. You don't need to go out and grab something like this or some of the other fancy stuff like learning rifles, but it's good to compare and contrast, so you get the ideas pumping. Start figuring out what you like and what you don't like. You can buy this complete upper here from KE Arms for I think like $800, something like that. And then the lower, it could be as cheap as like $120 if you buy it totally stripped. So you can buy all these parts separately, put them together. I just happened to buy the upper complete, just stuck it on the lower. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions about the project, and I'm gonna keep posting some videos. Yeah, I really wish I could do this in 4K, but it's my internet's really bad. It takes forever to upload, so just 1080p for now. But yeah, just gonna come out with some more AK videos next week when I get to the range, and then show you guys some other cool stuff. MP5 Uzi. Just trying to make this channel like fun, just easy to learn for a lot of new guys. Kind of show you guys all the things I wish somebody could like walk me through when I first got started. But yeah, KE Arms KP15, what was still a do project. All right, thanks for watching, guys.